Every year, we travel to different parts of the country to hear about how cities are supporting their small businesses to grow and succeed. This feeds into our annual Small Business Outlook report, which looks at how and why the performance of SMEs varies across the 64 largest cities in the UK. This year, I thought I'd bring a camera with me to showcase some of these different experiences. My final trip was to Glasgow, where I looked at how the different elements of the city's economic heritage have been used to foster a diverse small business community.
Glasgow is quite an interesting city. It's obviously, I think, historically been called the second city of the empire. It's got a huge engineering tradition. At a time, most of the world's shipping came out of Glasgow. It is also creatively one of the melting pots, I think, of the UK. Masses of fantastic design, arts, comedy, music that comes out of this city. And us as a business really straddle that gap. We are a design business and an engineering business, and we take the best of the creative people that we have here and have combined that with some of the engineering and the engineering heritage to produce this company.
Harnessing Glasgow's mix of creative and engineering skills is central to the city's growth strategy.
The Victorians, who gave us very, very great things in the city, could not, of course, know that putting all your eggs in one basket of heavy industry means that when one goes, all goes. So the story of what we're doing now is all about diversification and looking at the great engineering and medical skills of Glasgow, as well as our wonderful creative history.
Glasgow City Council's business support services are increasingly focused on the digital tech and creative sectors.
There is a big shift in it just now. With my role, and particularly working with Business Gateway, we get a number of inquiries, and if they are high growth sector, they tend to be in the digital technology sector or creative industry sector. So we are seeing an increase in that, and it's definitely something that we're trying to support and address right now.
This support has been essential to the success of Nicola Dames's business.
If they weren't there, would I do as well? I probably would, but it would take me longer. And that means the length of time it would take me, I would probably have someone else at my heels, so my competition would be very close to me. So it's essential. Business Gateway, the private agencies, the outside agents, they are essential in helping you when you're wanting to start a business, without a shadow of a doubt.
Glasgow offers many advantages to the entrepreneurs wanting to set up shop in the city.
It is actually one of the best cities to start your business because of the support you get from council, because the cost of getting the business started is way lower compared to London. So if I have to pay a rent which is under 12,000 for the same place, I would be paying over 40,000 pound in London, and you can really get highly skilled labour at a very competitive price.
However, Chitresh is aware that some startups can struggle to access finance.
I think finance has been a key aspect to the businesses I have met. There are good ideas that I thought was worth my money, who could have done well, but they're still struggling because lack of finance.
Banks aren't readily available to lend money, so it's just a challenge for a SME to get started on that rung of the ladder with banks.
But for Andrew, this is no barrier to the high ambitions he has for the city's development.
I look at companies like Google and Apple and the big players over in Silicon Valley, and for me, I want to bring some of that culture into Glasgow and into Scotland, because as an IT professional, it's those companies that I strive to replicate or strive to be like.
I'm not Scottish, but I am very, very proud to have my business grow very, very rapidly in Scotland. And also for me, it's in Glasgow, and also for me, it's in the east end of Glasgow. So it's actually in a much more deprived area. So where you wouldn't expect to see businesses flourish from, and I'm very proud of that fact.
These videos have looked at the success of SMEs in high knowledge, new work sectors, and what cities can do to address the constraints such businesses face. Our conclusions, as well as the latest data on SME performance across the UK's 64 largest cities, are presented in our Small Business Outlook 2015 report.